How does your body know where your fingers are supposed to end? You know, okay. Why is that if you're a man, your beard only grows up to here? Stops growing after that. Well, hey, it's crazy. It just stops growing after that. All right? There's all these kinds of things. We call it DNA, etc. But in fact, it's pretty sophisticated. It's really sophisticated. We do this every day. But like with the kid, if you really do the math, you would find out that the intake of food, like, you know, when you get as far down the road as I am, you don't eat much food. You get by on very, very little at all. Matter of fact, a big plate of food makes me sick. I'm revolted. It's crazy, I'll tell you. So you go on making a body on just about that much food for a whole day. People in India, you know, in South America it's corn, and they eat a fistful of corn every day. In India, they go about their day in a fistful of rice. For crying out loud. And they do a hard day's work, a lot more than any of us ever know. Oh, really? You know, it's walk, 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 walk everywhere. And yet they get by on just that. So there's something missing between the intake of food and the amount of what we do with energy. That math doesn't work out. So we are making the matter that's in our body, and we know how to do that, and it is extremely sophisticated, and we do this constantly. And then why do we have to stop with our body? Why do we have to stop with our body? So why wouldn't we make the shelves and the walls and the furniture? Okay. Now, the guy who did this cover on my book has very subtly in the background, he got the whole thing, bang, in one picture. And he's got very subtly the mathematical, well, we call it mathematical, the mathematical, technological background of all of our existence. Because what I've learned, and we're learning this, if you go to conferences like this, the New Age people will talk about how we are moving in the direction of telepathic communication. And you know, I taught these kids, as soon as they woke up in the morning, they were texting their buddies. They were fiercely involved with their friends. Emotionally, they were very closely in contact. I don't know if kids, maybe they have been, but this was something to me that seemed new. And they would text each other. And one of the things in language class would be, you ask all kinds of questions to get people to talk, you know. And one of the questions was, how many times have you texted somebody this morning before you got to school? You know, you had to use the word SMS. They would say, of course, dozens, hundreds, whatever, and of course somebody had to pay for all that, and that caused problems. But I said, I dared to say, because I was about to retire, so I could dare to say a lot of stuff. And I dared to say, why don't you just think about what you're saying to each other, and then when you get together, confirm, ask if that's not what you were thinking, or use your text, you know, your cell phones, or of course cell phones, nonsense, you know, iPhone, iPad, all those things. Use that to confirm what you all said to each other. Now, I can speak to you, your kids, sure, and I can say, why don't you do that? Try that. Test your, what we call ESP, test your telepathy. Okay? Because we are in telepathic communication in the background. We're totally in touch. We all knew we were going to be here today. And I'm grateful to you for being here to hear what I have to say. I'm honored. I'm honored just to be able to be in a room with this many people of like mind.